Remember the 4th of June.
We bring you now to our coverage on China's president and leader, Xi Jinping, and the many successes he has managed to accomplish in a short time as the leader of the People's Republic of China. China's economy has been one of the most rapidly growing in the world for the past decade now, and a lot of its fortune can be attributed to Jinping. He has managed to keep China on its prosperous path despite many external and internal challenges. Along with this, he has managed to almost completely eradicate terrorist attacks by the East Turkestan Islamic Movement, a radical religious group formed by the Uyghurs people in the northern region of Xinjiang. Because of Jinping's swift and insightful actions of putting in extra security measures and surveillance systems in Xinjiang and the area surrounding it, there have been no reported attacks since 2017. Not only has he accomplished this, but he has also implemented tactics to help reform past terrorists and would-be offenders by sending them to boarding schools or re-education camps, where they are taught by highly qualified instructors how to incorporate themselves into Chinese society. In these schools, they also get to participate in activities such as dances and singing. As reported, some of their favorite songs are "Socialism is Good" and "Without the CCP, there is no new China."
Wow, Sarah, now that sounds like a good time.
It sure does, Tom.
Quite the opposite of the false claims made by conspiracy theorists that suggest those places are there to falsely imprison Uyghurs that do not follow the guidelines made by Xi Jinping and are more of a concentration camp than a school. Just sad to see that some people can be so ignorant.
It really can be. They completely ignore the facts that these schools also help the successfully reformed get employment at companies and factories that are suppliers for such prestigious corporations like Apple, Nike, and Amazon.
Now, those are some extremely reputable companies. Even I would be happy to work for them.
Right you are, Tom. Jinping has really managed to bring a sense of unity and peace to the nation like never before, which is why it is so confusing that the Hong Kong protests and riots are even happening. It just goes to show how misinformation can really undermine the wonderful accomplishments of the CCP. This is why Jinping has tried to crack down on lies and the spread of that false information by introducing new censorship laws in areas such as Hong Kong and Xinjiang. Not to suppress free speech, but to simply stop false facts from spreading to the masses, which would just end up hurting everyone in the long run.
There are those conspiracy theorists again, spreading their false narrative of the CCP, using censorship to gain control over its citizens and imprison those who don't agree with Jinping, when nothing could be further from the truth. Just disgraceful.
Right you are again, Tom, which is why in celebration of Xi Jinping's countless accomplishments, the CCP has decided to ask that Chinese citizens or supporters of the CCP show their approval for Xi Jinping by hanging or placing posters of the great leader on or around your place of business or home.
Well, I know I'll be hanging one up to show my support.
As will I, and many of our friends will be doing the same.